All right, everyone, we starting the All Recovery meeting today. My name is Michael. We want to welcome everybody to All Recovery meeting every Thursday at 1 p.m. You're able to join this meeting virtually or in person. It's up to you. So today we're going to go over, let's see, I have something I want to discuss. I'm going to go over inspiring recovery quotes about addiction. So I'm going to give you some quotes. I'm going to be going over on, then we're going to ad lib on them. And also, we got new meetings that's starting next month. And we're going to have the introduction about this new meeting. You want to come on this side and do it? Yeah. Oh, go ahead. You want to just announce the new meeting? We have a new meeting. She's going to announce the day that is going to be held and what the meeting consists of. All right?
All right. My name is Paula W., compulsive gambler. My last bet was November the 15th, 2015.
Nice.
Gamblers Anonymous new group meeting. It's an open meeting, meaning anybody can come. Thursdays from 10 to 11. The first meeting is going to be on January the 19th, 2023. The location is the Capital Recovery Center here on Pearl Street in Bridgeton. And I just want to tell you that I'm hoping that you can come out and share and get experience from whatever addiction you have, because in a way, any addiction, you're really gambling with your life. So come share with me and get experience, strength, and hope. And I hope to see you then. Thank you very much.
It's going to be an awesome time, guys. Look up for, we're going to have flyers. We're going to have the flyers up. You'll be able to see the flyers. We're going to put them on our Capital Recovery Center page. So you'll be able to see when the meeting starts and you'll be able to participate. And again, very important, she said, it's an open meeting. That means that it's open to everyone. So you see on the screen, Gambling Anonymous. It's going to be, we're going to start, let me put the date up here, January 19th at what
10
time?
o'clock in the morning.
All right. There it is. We got it up here. I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm going to keep showing it all throughout the course of this lesson. Gambling Anonymous meeting. We're looking forward to it. And if you have any meetings out there, ideas that you would need a place to have the meetings, contact us and let us know if you have something that can help individuals in their recovery process. All right. Gambler Anonymous meeting, January 19th at 10 a.m. here at Capital Recovery Center. Awesome. Look on our Facebook page, YouTube page. We're going to have flyers posted. They will be posted right after this meeting. I will put it up on there. Okay? All right. Good stuff. So today we're going to have some inspiring recovery quotes about addiction. We're going to have, let me get this paper here because this is in case somebody come in, they'll be able to just grab one. Go on. They'll be able to just come in and grab a copy of this. So what we're going to do, remember this meeting is virtual and is in person. So everybody on the screen will be the people who's presenting and everybody else will be off the screen. But listen, we're going to have some quotes here. We're going to read them. And then if something sticks out to us that's participating in this meeting, we're going to ad lib. And we're going to discuss anything that sticks out to us. All right. So first one, let me read something. It says addiction recovery quotes. And this came from landmarkrecovery.com. Landmarkrecovery.com. I want to thank them for this particular article. It says, want to know what's inspiring about addiction recovery quotes? They can give you the strength to persevere through the darkest stages of addiction while attending meetings, going to individual and group therapy, and enrolling in an inpatient treatment facility are useful steps for getting sober. Maintaining motivation is the most important part of your recovery journey. It's about a mindset. So all these addiction recovery quotes to inspire you. We're going to remember it's about your mindset. Okay. So I think I'm a motivational individual in general, but I think about using things that can inspire and motivate people at different levels. So I'm going to read something for you. Let's read. All right, the first one we're going to go over is overcoming the power of addiction is so no easy achievement. Every day can be a struggle against inner turmoil and outside pressures. Exert influence on you. Sometimes it helps to have motivational quotes about willpower and finding the strength to overcome any challenges that no matter how great they are. So the first quotes we're going to go over are quotes about overcoming addiction. Remember, we just doing quotes here. The first quote somebody wrote is believe you can and you're halfway there. Believe you can and you're halfway there. I got to pull over, pause, and park right here for a moment. If you can believe it, right, you're halfway there. Like believing that you can achieve something, believing that you don't need any other substance and you can still live a good life apart from it. You have to believe you can and you're halfway there. All right. Next one. I avoid looking forward or backward and try to keep looking upward. Woo! I avoid looking forward or backward and try focusing on looking upward. That's a good one. I teach about anywhere but backwards, but I like that he added upward in here. I like that. I look forward. I avoid looking forward or backward. I try keep looking forward, upward. I hate every minute of training, but I said, don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion, Muhammad Ali. So he says, if I suffer through the pain now, I live life as a champion, Muhammad Ali. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. Woo! He says, the quote says, our greatest glory is not in never failing. It's but in rising up every time we fail. So whenever we get knocked down, this brings another quote to my mind. I told you it's going to spark something. I believe it was Les Brown said it. He says, if you fall, just make sure you fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. So this quote says, our greatest glory is not never falling or failing, but in rising up every time we fail. The power, have the tenacity to get up. All right, next, what we got here? We got number 5. I do 5 and I let him do 5. Every worthy act is difficult. Sin is always difficult. Sin is easy and often slippery. So every worthy act is difficult. Anything that doesn't cost you anything is easy to do. But if it's a difficult challenge, I just agreed to do something and I dedicated myself. I'm going to sow myself or my services or my time for 1 year to this particular place. And it's going to be difficult to pull off, but I'm looking forward to doing it because I'm challenging my own self. All right, number 6, on you.
It is by going down into the
Abyss.
abyss that we recover the treasures of our life. Where you stumble, but lies your treasure.
There lies your treasure. That's good. He said, when you go down, that's where you recover the treasures of life. Because a lot of times you got to dig for treasures. You know, a lot of times treasures ain't hidden high. They always down, so buried or somewhere. You know, when you're looking for a treasure, you always see people digging. So that's what that said. It says going down into the abyss. That's where we recover treasures of life. Woo! Deep in that quote also sparked up another thing in me thinking about. I talk about digging down or getting down to the core. When you get down to the core of who you are and what you do. Next.
The great thing in this world is not so much where you stand as what direction are you moving.
Woo! Where you going, man? I love that quote because I like visionaries, people who have a vision. Even if they don't achieve it, at least they got some place where they're trying to go. Like they like, yo, I got this vision of this, and I like visionaries, man. Like even I know a lot of people who had vision for things and they didn't achieve it, but I still was attracted to them because they at least went for it. You know what I mean? Some people say, man, I'm just waking up and nah, you gotta have, what's your plans? What's your goals? You gotta have some goals.
At least they tried it.
At least they tried it. Exactly. Next.
I've been absolutely terrified every moment of my life, and I never let it keep me from doing the single thing I wanted to do.
Wow. So he didn't let something he was terrified about stop him from achieving what he wanted. I think about that all the time because there are a lot of individuals that will stop pursuing something because they're terrified of the outcome. Some people, this is true, are afraid of success because they don't know what to. Some people don't know what life is like without using a substance or alcohol. So people are terrified, like, what I'm gonna do if I don't do, you don't do nothing, you don't drink or smoke. I'm like, nah, I don't do nothing. It's like, and I'm cool with it though. It's not only is it helpful health-wise, right? I'm good with it waking up knowing I don't have to do it. You know what I mean? And that's not just me, that's a lot of individuals. They terrified of what's next if I don't do what I've been doing all these years. Number 9.
If you accept the expectations of others, especially negative ones, then you will change the outcome.
All right, let's look at next quotes. What we got here? These quotes are quotes for daily sobriety motivation. Daily quotes for daily sobriety meditation. The daily battle for sobriety is an all too familiar struggle for many recovering people. Even for those years into their sobriety, the threat of relapse remains a lurking presence in their day-to-day lives. If you ever feel this way, know that there are plenty of people who are dealing with the same struggle and that each day of sobriety is another victory. So these are quotes about daily sobriety motivation. Let's look at these. For number 10, it says, people often say that motivation doesn't last. Neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Yo, this is crazy. That's good. He said, yo, that's why you do baths and showers and all that every day because it doesn't last. So motivation is the same. I told you all these quotes to bring up things that I use in my daily life. I always tell people motivation only gets you started. It's your dedication that keeps you going. People motivated me to want to be in the field of recovery, not in the field, or walk in my sobriety. They motivated me to want to do it, but it was my dedication to it that keeps me going. So that's not just me, that's everybody. That's why it says motivate. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Motivation can get you started, but it'll wear off if you don't become dedicated to what you got motivated to do. Neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Yo, they associated motivation with taking a bath. I never thought about that. That's a good quote right there. Zig Ziglar. We're going to go back and forth. You go.
Success, number 11. Success is some of the small efforts. Repeat it daily, day in and day out.
Mm-hmm. Success, it says, is a small effort. It's just repeated day in and day out. You do one thing and you constantly build on it. You build on it. You build on it. It becomes a part of you. Like if you don't do it, a part of your life is missing. So you got to remember that that's how it functions. Success is a small sum efforts, and it's repeated every day. You repeat it every day. When you repeat it, you repeat it, you repeat it.
It's starting to become a routine now.
Yeah, it become routine, and then it become a part of you. Number 12. Tomorrow is the most important thing in life. It comes to us at midnight, very clear, clean. It's perfect when it arrives, and it puts itself on in our hands. It hopes we've learned something from yesterday. Wow. Said tomorrow is the most important thing in life. It comes to us at midnight, very clean. Wow. That's something. You just think about the time when it goes into 11:59, and it goes 12 a.m. So that's actually the next day, and it comes in clean. Like it's no matter what, fresh start. Yeah. Number 13.
If you quit for a day, you can quit for a lifetime.
Yeah, if you quit for a day, you quit for a lifetime. Oh man, yeah.
So if you think about that one, it's like if you think it's okay to quit now,
Yeah.
then you think it's okay to quit for the rest of your life.
Right. If you accept quitting now, you always accept quitting. You be like, man, I quit last time. Yeah, I know. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. That means you keep getting up. They say that person's made of the right stuff. They used to say, the old gangsters used to say, man, you made up of some good stuff. You come from some good stuff, man. You got toughness. Number 15.
Either you run the day or the day runs you.
Wow. So you become what the day is giving you, or you control what you receive in that day. It's either way. You either sit there on your back, sit down on your butt, and just let the day tell you what it's going to do, or you can run the day. This is what I'm going to do. Every strike brings me closer to the next home run. Babe Ruth. Woo! A lot of people scared to strike out. He said, man, you can't hit a home run if you don't swing. You sitting there like this. They say, when you going to swing, man?
At least try.
At least try. 17.
Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. When you rise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, and to love. A lot of times people don't take it as a blessing, but I was talking to a gentleman yesterday. He was telling me how bad his day was or how bad life is. And I said, 95% of the things you can enjoy, you are not even cherishing. He said, what? I said, you breathe. Mm-hmm. He looked at me like I was crazy. I was dead serious. He was complaining about all the stuff he's going through. And I'm saying, man, if a person in the graveyard can hear you talking, I guarantee you they say, can we switch? Like, yo, if they get asked, like, yo, hey, you having all those problems? You think you got problems? Hey, you want to switch? And I'm trying to tell him, I'm not saying you don't have valid situations, but when you rise in the morning, it says, think of what a privilege it is to be alive. A privilege to be alive. And more importantly, not only be alive, you can think of all the chances you took where you could have killed yourself, got killed. Like, not only are you alive, you know you escaped like some stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, next, we're going to do some celebrity quotes about recovery, and then we'll finish up the rest of this on Tuesday. Let's see. Oftentimes, celebrities in our culture are held to an unfair high standards when it comes to what is deemed acceptable by the public. The constant living in the spotlight for these stars can be exaggerated stress and feelings of insecurity, which are just a couple of common triggers for many people struggling with addiction. Today, there are many celebrities choosing to publicly talk about their sobriety in order to generate awareness and support for those facing similar struggles. This is very important because a lot of times when celebrities have the spotlight, they don't want to reveal that they have these substance and alcohol issues. But the ones that want to reveal it are trying to say, listen, we are just like you. I might have got a pedestal, but I go through issues like you. And some of these are some of these quotes from some celebrities. So 19 says, sometimes you can only find heaven by slowly backing away from hell. Slowly backing away. Number 20, on you, buddy.
Number 20, it says 10 years since I used drugs or alcohol and my life has improved immeasurably.
Yeah.
I have a job, a house, a cat, a good friendship, and a generally a bright outlook. The price of this is constant vigilance, becoming the disease of addiction is not radical.
Nice. Yeah. It says getting sober was one of the 3 pivotal events in my life, along with becoming an actor and having a child. Of the 3, finding my sobriety was the hardest. Robert Downey Jr. He struggled back and forth over and over, man. He often was in the news struggling. He says getting sober was one of the 3 pivotal events in my life. He says finding his sobriety was the hardest. Wow, that's a good quote right there. I understand through rehab. I'm sorry, that's you.
I understand through rehab, things are creating characters. I understood that creating a whole people means knowing where you come from, how we can make mistakes, and how we can overcome things to make others stronger.
Nice. Samuel L. Jackson. Once I was clear-headed and I hadn't been clear-headed in so long, I was like, I can never go back, and I'm still thankful. That's my main quote right there. I can never go back. 24.
24. I got sober and stopped killing myself with alcohol. I began to think, wait a minute, if I can stop doing this, what are my responsibilities? Possibilities. And slowly it dawned on me that it would be maybe worth the risk.
Nice. He said, man, man, once he started thinking, I did that too. Once I said, man, wait a minute, I'm spending a lot of money on this. What if I stop that? What's the possibilities? So I realized that I realized that I only had 2 choices. I was either going to die or I was going to live. And which one did I want to do? And then I said those words, I'll get help or I'll need help. I need help. I'll get help, and my life turned around. Ridiculous for human beings to take 16 years to say, I need help. Elton John. 26.
My recovery from drug addiction is the single greatest accomplishment of my life, but it takes work. Hard, painful work, but it helps. But the help is there in every town and career, drug or drink, free members of society. From every single walk and talk of my life and help the God.
Same with Lee Curtis. And lastly, it says, if it wasn't for the rehab center, I probably wouldn't have been here. In terms of recovery, it has been very important for me to be a part of recovery community, to actively be around my people because they understand me. They get it. That's so true right there, man. That's so true. And I really appreciate that, man, because a lot of times people don't understand what we go through. But when you get around people who can relate to you, they get it, he said. Again, these were just some recovery quotes. During the holidays, we're going to come back to this and we're going to look at it Tuesday and finish this page off because there's a lot more in here. I just wanted to give you some recovery quotes for today. So you inspiring recovery quotes about addiction. So I pray that they was a blessing to you. Read up on more recovery quotes and try to stay inspired. All right, we see you guys Tuesday.